When the season first started, it looked like the Las Vegas Raiders were going to be a tough team. And I think they still are a very tough team. 3-0, first 3 games of the season, there was very few teams that were looking as hot as the Las Vegas Raiders. But, after a couple losses, one to the Chargers, which, by the way, I was very encouraged by the way they fought back in that game, especially in the second half, because football is a game of adjustments, and that's exactly what the Raiders did. Now, did they come on the winning end of that? No, but the Chargers are no slouches either. They're in the contention. Obviously, they're in the contention to win the AFC West right now, as well as compete in the AFC. So there should be no heads hung after that game. And then obviously coming into this last week, everything that was going on with the John Gruden situation, and obviously it was a huge distraction for the team, and it led to them. I believe it was clearly the main reason as to why they, in a sense, laid an egg against the Chicago Bears, and Justin Fields threw his first touchdown and everything. That was great to see, but overall, I think there's a bigger question here. There's a bigger statement that has to be made, with Rich Bisaccia, which, by the way, I looked up 5 different articles on how to say his name because I always get the names wrong, and I'm trying to be better for you guys. So, but throughout the rest of this video, we're going to call him Rich B. But there's one thing that I think really needs to be brought up for the attention for Raiders fans and really everyone else that's kind of going along here. I think the Raiders can save their season. I know, this is crazy. You're coming off 2 losses. You just lost your head coach who really led that organization for a long time. But Rich B, excuse me, no matter what I do, I think can lead this team. You've got Derek Carr that has over 1,600 passing yards. That's, averaging over 300 yards passing a game and completing nearly 64% of his passes for 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Now, yes, these last couple games haven't went according to plan. But you've got Josh Jacobs back, or it seems like it, and you've got Peyton Barber, who, in my mind, I think at the end of the day has done a lot of great things for this Raiders team. And I think that he is on his way to becoming a very good player. Well, clearly he's a very good player, but he has done a great job taking over for Josh Jacobs in the meantime. So, whatever happens with Josh Jacobs, as he kind of comes back and gets back into fruition here, I think, this is still a very good team. And I think that there's still a lot to take away in terms of what this team can offer. Obviously, they can run the football, Derek Carr doing his things, but, they're spreading the ball out equally as well. I know we've covered that ad nauseum a couple of times, but I think it still needs to be re-said again and again here. You got Darren Waller's got 28 catches for 319 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hunter Renfrow, 28 catches as well, tied with the team lead with Waller, 305 yards and 2 touchdowns. Henry Ruggs, the third, 17 catches, 348 yards and a touchdown. Just clearly the deep threat there for the Raiders, and that's what they need. Bryan Edwards, who, by the way, we're going to make a video about, who I think they need to give the ball to more. But I think at the end of the day, if you see how well they're spreading this ball out, that's very encouraging. You've got Darren Waller, Hunter, and for all those guys, you got 5 guys here that have at least 13 catches, and that's huge when you're trying to spread the ball out and be able to try to get everybody involved. And I think the Raiders are doing a fantastic job of that, and that's what makes their offense so lethal and so good. And I think honestly, they do have a top offense in the NFL, and I think what it comes down to is the fact that they are, at any given Sunday, and that's honestly what the game of the NFL is, but on any given Sunday, the Raiders can go up against anybody and they can play with anybody. So I'm really excited to, this offense is going to get going. And Bisaccia and crew, I think, have their work cut out for them, yes. But, you got your defense that's coming together too now. I know it's been rough, and it has been rough these last couple of weeks. I think we made a video about, the defense was putting it together, and then they go out against the Chargers and don't exactly get it done. But that's that's what this season, that's the ebbs and flows. That's what happens, okay? This is not cause for panic. This is cause for, okay, I think the Raiders, after this whole head coaching situation, they are a strong enough team to overcome this. I think they have the leaders in place. I think, Rich B and company could do some great things with this current squad. Now, are they necessarily contenders as they were with, with John Gruden and Derek Carr in the way they were playing? I don't know. That's a question for another time. But I think they can still do some damage, especially in the AFC West. Again, the defense is coming together. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, a couple of weeks. Everybody was also saying about my Vikings that their defense was awful. And for the first 3 weeks, it was rough. But, a lot of times after adjustments and coaches are able to take their players aside, things can happen. I think if Bisaccia can get this team rolling and get this team together, this is going to be a dangerous team yet again. And I think they can get on a roll and really start to put some wins in the win column. And you also look at what they're getting pressure on the quarterback. You got Darius Philon, who's got a couple sacks in the season. Unique Ngagwe, Max Crosby, Carl Nassib, Solomon Thomas, who I think is doing some good things. Now, they were able to get a lot more pressure on earlier on in the season, and I think they're going to get back to that. They're going to get back to guarding their wide on defense. They're going to get back to guarding wide receivers. They're going to get back to pressuring the quarterback, and they're going to get back to stopping the run. I think this is still a good team. This is not cause for concern, and that Rich B and company can do some great things with this team. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, subscribe down below, leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show, and we greatly appreciate all the support that we've continued to get and gotten, if that's how you say it. But also check our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. We'd greatly appreciate it. Also, give us a listen and a sub on iTunes, which would be greatly appreciated by us. And finally, if you have anything you'd like us to cover, send us an email to sportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we'd be glad to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders and their mission to save their season.